Welcome to another episode of the Mostly Mike Show. The fine folks at Ralcam sent me this articulating borescope in exchange for making this review video. I'll show you what comes with it, then demonstrate its usefulness in some random scenarios that you may or may not encounter. So let's have a look at what's in the case. Inside there's a user guide and a microfiber lens cleaning cloth. The user guide is written in American English and the print is large and easy to read. There's a packet with some various cables, which Mostly Mike will explain here. So in this packet of charging cords and adapters, if I can get this thing open, these are all braided cords. They're actually pretty good quality. So you have a USB to USB Type-C. This is another USB to USB Type-C. This would be your charging cable, your 5-volt charging cable. And you have USB to micro USB, and you have a USB to your Apple products. And here's the unit itself. And this must be how you control the end on it. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? So first we have to attach our cell phone holder to the top, which will only go in one way. Oh wow, it's actually like a vise. See how that... This cell phone holder is by far the finest that I'd seen on anything that you need to connect a phone to view things with. The knurled knob gives it a high quality, precise feel. And actually, the entire unit has a high quality feel to it with the smooth controls and solid feel, which appears to be really well thought out in its design. The probe itself is quoted on Amazon to be 3.3 feet long with an 8.5mm lens. Now everybody lies about their size, and there's the age-old debate arguing where you're supposed to measure from. So let's let my enchilada be the judge. In these parts, literally, we measure from the base, and I'm pleasantly surprised that we have about 57 3/4 inches of insertable length. And if you're determined like me, I bet I could get at least another inch in there. We were looking for 3.3 feet and got almost 5 feet. Very impressive. Even the probe itself seems to be of excellent quality. It's not too rigid and not too soft, so it seems that it can actually be fed uphill and around bends with no problems. What's super cool is that the end articulates by moving the red toggle with your thumb, and it will move almost a full 360 degrees, making the probe capable of looking back at its own length. I guess that many other probes are made of steer mesh according to the Amazon listing, but the Ralcam probe is made of tungsten mesh for more durability and probe longevity. I believe that they meant steel mesh. Speaking of Amazon, if you'd like to help this channel improve content at no cost to you, just click the Amazon link above or the description below before you make any Amazon purchase, and I'll get small commissions from any sale. The probe is IP67 rated for waterproofness, and the host is not waterproof. The host being the part you hold in your hand, of the borescope. The probe also tells you the temperature at the tip in degrees centigrade. There's 10 LED lights on the tip which can be dimmed or turned off with quick presses of the power button. You can record video or take pictures in portrait or landscape, and at various resolutions. For best picture quality, the probe tip should be 20mm to 100mm or 3/4 of an inch to just under 4 inches from the subject in order for the lens to focus properly. In the user guide, there's a QR code for the Finder Borescope app, where you can just search for it in the Play Store or the Apple Store if you roll that way. I won't judge. The app was pretty straightforward, except for a little glitch in the permissions, which I'll demonstrate. So here's what I had to do. I went to my settings, I went down to apps, and then of course I had to go down to this Finder Borescope app. You click on it, and this remove permissions if app is unused was checked as on. And so I unchecked it, and watch what happens now. Watch as I pull the cap off the end. We have our borescope. Pretty neat. Then on the corner of the screen there is an orientation icon with circular arrows. This changes the orientation of the point of view for the camera so you don't have to twist the probe to manipulate it for the view that you're going for. That's about all I can think of to talk about the Ralcam Borescope's features. Let's go look in some holes and see how it does. First, I wanted to look into a spark plug hole, and if you've been watching the Mostly Mike Show, I'm sure that Trail Force 1 or Trail Force 1 ski is no stranger to you. I was actually amazed at how I was not only able to get a good look at the cylinder walls and the piston, but looking back and seeing the valves as well as the threads of the spark plug hole was kinda special. While wandering around looking for more things to penetrate and observe, I decided to look up the inside of a shop vac hose, which I thought looked sort of reminiscent to a Red Hot Chili Peppers video from a few years back. Pretty freaking cool. Next, I wanted to have a look underwater, so I stuck the probe into the depths of my koi pond. At this time of year, when the leaves are falling, it's less than ideal conditions to see the fish because of the tannins from the leaves turning the water black. But I was still able to get some koi footage. I was really hoping that one of the koi would have bitten the lens, but you can't have it all. Now I think that everyone has dropped a wrench that bounced under something that is hard to move before, right? Lose something? Yeah, it's a 10mm wrench. Everybody loses them. Now, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, and there's our wrench. Even getting a mouse's eye view footage while playing with your cats has never been easier. My final thoughts on the Ralcam Borescope are as follows. I believe that the build quality of this instrument is really tough to beat for a borescope of this price range. The controls are smooth and very user-friendly. The picture quality seems really good. I really can't think of anything I don't like about this tool, but being able to change the units of temperature measurement would be nice. But centigrade is cool too, literally. The probe length is actually longer than what I believe to be the advertised length, which I don't think that's something anyone will complain about, though. I'd like to thank Ralcam for sending me this Borescope to make this video happen. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new here. I try to post a video at least every Sunday and sometimes in between, so click that bell to stay in the loop and check out some of my other videos and playlists. Thanks for watching this Mostly Mike Show presentation, and I'll see you next time.